and I told you Chelsea were the best team in the world, and tonight we are. Get in there.
Look at it. London.
Alrighty. Alright.
Hey, big up.
Yeah, big up to you, DJ South. Thanks for joining, and for
Yep.
whoever's watching this, thank you for joining. As you know, and as you've seen the title, Chelsea have completed it all. They've won every trophy now that is possible at club level. They're now champions of the world. And
Yep.
it's a very good feeling to be a Chelsea fan. I'm really sorry for everybody else, for every other club that don't understand the happiness, the joy of winning these type of trophies, these club-based trophies. It's a wonderful feeling, and I'm happy I'm a Chelsea fan, because moments like these are why it's special. And even though for me, I wouldn't really have liked it to have gone the way it went, in terms of going to extra time and hoping that Palmeiras wouldn't have taken the lead, but I wouldn't have had it any other way, because the story behind this, the narrative behind it, will be that we came out the well-deserved winners, because we had to fight hard, even though there were times where we looked sloppy, even though times we were giving the ball away, or we were gifting them chances, giving them space. It was well deserved, and I'm really happy that we were able to finally get that. Well, we can finally say this without it really being contradicted in the future. But we have completed the final puzzle, the final piece of the puzzle, correction. And I don't want to be the only one speaking, so I'm going to allow you to come in, DJ.
No, bro. Listen, I have to say, mate. It's hard. Words cannot describe what I'm feeling at the moment as a Chelsea fan. The one trophy that eluded us under the Roman Abramovich era is finally won. It's finally upon us. I wish I could say this was still 21, because I could then say 21 trophies in 21. Yeah, which would have been nice to go with that slogan. But look, it's 21 trophies. It's all complete. I'm so proud of the team. The performance, yes, it went to extra time, but we again, as you know, at Chelsea, mate, we put up. We raised our levels again. We went up another gear. We put complete pressure on that team in extra time. They just had no answers. Obviously, Hakim Ziyech came on. That was I think a great move by Thomas Tuchel. I think you could see that extra energy and drive he would have brought, which he did. Obviously, Pulisic, for me, had another brilliant game when he came on. Look, the whole team, I can't complain about the team. The whole team played well from start to finish, mate. And for me, as a fan, seeing what we've done and how we've achieved it now, 21 trophies, we've completed everything, bro. And all you Arsenal fans out there and all you Tottenham fans out there giving it to it's nothing. This trophy means nothing. You guys wish you were in our position. Let me tell you this all right now. Only three English clubs can claim that we've done this, that we've won this trophy. That is Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool. No other club has done this. So all you other clubs in the Premiership, whoever wants to get there, read that and weep. Even the other clubs that won it, the champions, they've done it, like your Nottingham Forests that won the champion. They never won this trophy. So for me, Aston Villa, I think, was another. So for me, it's everything, bro. I'm so pleased at this moment in time. And for Roman as well, what he's done for his football club and what he's done. Okay, we've done it in a way where we've sacked managers and we've been successful. Obviously he's gone down that model. It's been successful. But I think this time round in Thomas Tuchel, I think we've got the manager that can last at Chelsea for many, many years. And we've still got trophies to play for this season, bro. We've still got trophies to win.
Yeah, that's well said, and I couldn't have said it any better. Yeah, and I love two things that you just said in the latter stages of your sentence, and it's that we've gotten a manager that can. I really don't want to use the word outlive, but can survive longer than the other managers, because he's proven to us. And I mean, the stats don't lie now. And like you said, Arsenal fans and every other London clubs can try to say, it doesn't matter, he had to face such and such to win it. But at the same time, like you said, they would love to be able to boast that they have won this trophy, that they've won any European trophy in that case as well. And I mean, Thomas Tuchel, I've said this on Twitter on numerous occasions. We could not have gotten him at any better time, because he has proven on so many occasions that he can build something. He can build a dynasty at Chelsea Football Club. He can, like you said, stay longer than any other manager, because he has shown that he has the fundamentals to develop a team. And like I'm gonna use his words, that no one wants to play against. And obviously it will take time. Obviously, like I've said so many times, this team is currently not his team. None of the players that are in this team are per se his signings. For those players who actually were signed, obviously he made a decision like to keep Chalobah and Sarr and things like that. But obviously Sarr was more of a Lampard era type of signing, free agent signing. So obviously it's a case where he hasn't really put a name to say that this is my team. And I think in the summer, and I mean after winning this trophy, winning 3 trophies in 3 consecutive finals. Obviously, we will ignore the FA Cup final loss, because I mean right now I don't really think anybody cares about that, because we could actually win 2 trophies in this month alone. And I mean Edward Mendy could win 3, and players like Mendy and Kepa, it gives you extra joy, especially for Kepa, because Kepa has had a rough period at Chelsea in his career as well. And I mean he was labeled as the worst goalkeeper in the Premier League, but even though I wanted to see him start this final, because I really do believe that he started the campaign, he was crucial for us to not lose in the semi-final, because of that amazing stuff that he had in the second half. It gave us hope, even though Lukaku's goal was the deciding goal. And funny enough, Lukaku scored a goal that should have been the winning goal. Obviously, there's some controversial moments. People will say Silva's handball penalty, the penalty that was given for Thiago Silva's handball is necessarily one to give a penalty for. Some will say that it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, even though I wouldn't have loved to see, like I've said, to have seen us winning like this, because it was. I think we can live up to the name of being Heart Attack FC, because that's what we do. We don't win trophies easily. And I mean, I don't know if you heard me, but I was on this other channel, Green Turf. Check it out if you don't know it. And DJ, I'm not sure if you heard when I said. I don't know if you were in the chat when I said this, but I mean, when I saw what happened, what gave them the opportunity to equalize, I was like, yes, this reminds me of the Europa League in versus Benfica, because I can remember that it was a handball situation with Aspi this time around, and it was a penalty, and I mean we won it in extra time. I think Ivanovic was the one that scored that header, even though this time it was a penalty by Kai Havertz. And I must say, I've been jumping from one name to the next, but you have to understand, Kai Havertz, for me personally, I mean Roman Abramovich wanted him. He said, or I don't know if he really said it, but reports say that he saw Havertz. He said that he couldn't stand to see him, paraphrasing here, go anywhere else and be as impactful as he is at Chelsea. And I mean, it's amazing. He's proven to be a big game player. He scored against Liverpool, Man City. He won us the Champions League, and he scored the winning goal against Palmeiras in the Super Cup, Club World Cup. I don't know what I'm talking about. But by the end of the day, I mean, Club World Cup. But Kai Havertz, and he's a generational talent. I even said this, and for those of you who know Johnny Boy Blue, I mean, I added a twist.
Yes, I know very well. Mr. Minerals.
Yeah, Mr. Minerals. Yeah, and I mean, he says that Mason Mount has the minerals, but what I would say Kai Havertz has the vitamins and the minerals, because he's
100%.
Yeah, because I mean
100%.
It's two things, because he's won us the Champions League with his goal, and he won us the Club World Cup, and I mean it's very good for him, because I'm really happy for him, because I can remember in the Super Cup he started off the penalty shootout, he missed it, or rather his penalty was saved. So I'm happy that he was able to make up for it in a sense, because I mean he's proven that he can be he is a generational talent. And I mean, if he's given time, and one thing I love about it is that he is young, so that means that in time he can, over time become an important player. And I don't really make this comparison, but in a sense, he reminds me of a sense of a Eden Hazard. He started off slow. He started off with not scoring lots of goals. Obviously, he has improved on the amount of goals he scored this season, and I mean he's proven that he if you give him the chance, if you give him the run of games. And the funny thing is, when we were on the other channel that the Ogs have as Global Fans channel, we were speaking about Kai Havertz not starting games, and we were saying we don't understand why he isn't, because when he has played, he has proven that he can be consistent. He has proven that he can be that player who can give you what you need him to give. So it was weird, but I mean, I wouldn't have loved it any other way. He started this game and he was influential even in the semi-finals. You want to say something?
Yeah, bro. No, look, everything you've just said, Ty. Yeah, I agree with 100%, mate. I think for me, what's got me annoyed. I mean, I'm not going to. I mean, there's another channel right here that I watch. Okay, I watch all the streams, all the Chelsea outlets that do content. I watch them all. Channel that I watched, where I saw on that stream, there were some fans on that stream that were actually putting Kai Havertz down and said they didn't want him in the team. They didn't want even Timo Werner in the team. And they said they want, and the way they were talking like was Lukaku this, Lukaku that, Lukaku is this, Lukaku is that. And those people know who they are. I won't mention their names. I know they know who they are, who are putting them players down. And it's so funny that the players that actually scored the 2 goals today, especially Kai Havertz, who got his penalty because he was getting the most from it all. Okay, he's gone and stepped up again, and once again he's been an important player in a final that we've gone and won. And so all you people out there that were actually calling out Kai Havertz, saying they're saying that he shouldn't be in this team, he's this and he's that, will take a good look at what he done today. All Kai, all the people that don't like Kai Havertz out there, look what he done today. That's all I got to say on that one. Okay, because that really annoyed me as a Chelsea fan, because people don't realise this kid is a generation talent. Chelsea went and spent that money, 75 million plus for him, because they knew what a player he was going to be and what he can be. And he's got 5 years on the contract. They gave him a 5-year contract. He's got 2 years on that contract already. He's got 3 more years left. That kid is going to go very far at Chelsea under the right management. And we've got that manager in Thomas Tuchel, who I think does trust in him as much as people may think he doesn't. He does. Okay, that's why he kept him for the whole game, for the whole 120 minutes. He kept him on that pitch because he knew he was going to deliver at some point, and he did deliver because he had confidence he was going to deliver today. So big up to Lukaku for scoring that goal today. I've been on Lukaku's back, as you know, Ty. I've been on Lukaku's back a lot since this whole interview's taken place, and I'm just glad he's gone and stepped up. 2 games he scored in this top competition that we played in. He scored in both the games. He got the goals, and people are also getting on Cho's back. Well, who's the guy who passed the ball to Lukaku today? Callum Hudson-Odoi, got that ball into the box today. So anyone out there that's giving it to those players, just take a look what they've gone and done today. Okay, they've gone and won as this tournament, a tournament that we deserve to win finally. And I think the next step for us now, mate, is we go on now for more competitions to win this season, and I'm confident we can do it. And I hope this confidence will be built up now, and we go into the season now, and we go back. Playing in our Prem games, FA Cup games, Champions League games, and in the Cup final that we got coming up against Liverpool, we got that confidence to go and win that as well, because I think this bunch of players can do it under this manager as well.
Yeah. That everything you've said is 100% accurate, and I mean I have to say this because I know that a lot of people that watch my channel or they follow me on Twitter, so they'll see the tweets that I make, and on some occasions, obviously we're all fans. Obviously, we will react with emotions and everything, and I have said things like Callum Hudson-Odoi, he lacks certain things, and I mean, to me, I don't think I'm wrong. I have never gotten to the point where I'm saying that. I agree, bro. I haven't really disrespected him to say that he's this or racially abused him or anything like that. But I will say that he does lack some things, and I still think he does. But at the same time, like you said, and he has this connection and this chemistry with Lukaku. I remember when he made a similar cross to him in the game against Aston Villa, and that was right before everything happened and the interview embargo happened and everything went south. But at the same time, I mean, he's done well, and with Kai Havertz, I've seen a lot of people, and I mean, I really have seen a lot of people say that Kai Havertz is not good. All he did was score a goal and things like that. But at the same time, I don't like to take digs at my own players. But at the same time, if Pulisic had scored in the Champions League final, I don't think the narrative would have been that Kai Havertz scored a goal and that he only scored a goal in the Champions League final, because he created chances. He created a chance from Werner. Werner missed it. Pulisic, he shot the ball wide. And I mean, Kai Havertz is an important player. And I mean, with Werner, obviously Werner, I know that you used to be a person, I don't know if you still are, that would, who would really support Werner, really
Still
defend
do.
him on when you can, yeah. And I mean, Werner, I've said this numerous times. Werner has everything else. The only thing he may lack a little bit of some people say some other attributes, like being able to get past players without going sideways or things like that, and not being able to finish consistently. But I mean, he was influential when he came on, in a sense, because he did create a chance. No one got to it. He did do things, and I mean, against Plymouth, for example, he was important to the goal that Alonso scored. He made the pass to Kai Havertz, and then Kai Havertz made the pass to Alonso. So Werner does offer things, even when he's not scoring goals, or he may not be lightening up the games that he plays in, but he does play a role in the success that we have in games. So even though I have said that Werner hasn't really been the best, I can never not give him credit when it's due, because I'm a person that even if I have said a player has done poorly in the past, I'm not gonna shy away from giving them the credit when they deserve it. And Mason Mount, I have to say this, I really don't like speaking about the negatives, but I hope the situation that caused him to get off the pitch isn't really something that really affects him too much. I'm hoping it's nothing serious. But Mason Mount, he did try his best. Obviously, you could see that he wasn't up to full fitness, and I mean, I really didn't agree with starting him, because I know he was recovering. I think I would have preferred him to come off the bench, and I mean, I want Pulisic to start, because I think Pulisic would have offered the exact same thing what he offered in the game when he came on. But at the same time, it's a very good moment. I'm really happy that the players that have been getting the most stick from so-called fans are proving those critics wrong, because it's if it's a case where it's rival fans saying that this player is not good enough, he's overrated, things like that, you can understand that, because that's bantering and everything. But when it comes on to your own fans criticizing you and saying that they don't want you here, you're not good enough, when you're not giving it consistent, and that's the thing that really upsets me, because people will say that Havertz isn't good enough, but he has never gotten consistent game time. And I mean, I don't really like to make assumptions, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't playing as a way to rest him for the Club World Cup, because I mean he was able, like you said, Tuchel trusted him to play the 120 minutes. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was resting him for this very occasion, because he was confident. Because we've seen that he played in the semi-finals, and he also played in the final as well. And I mean, obviously, if it's a case where Tuchel was important in the players that were selected to play in both games, it does prove that we probably shouldn't have really. I don't really like to say lose faith in Tuchel, but really question him. But if that's the case, I could understand. But I mean, there was a lot of games where I think he could have at least given him 10 minutes to come on, maybe make an impact. Yeah. And on the two occasions that he has done that, he got an assist for Alonso's goal against Plymouth, and he scored an important goal in the final of this Club World Cup campaign. So it's important.
Agreed. And the other thing also I'll say, Ty, is if you think about it, bro, he's actually played him in the most important game of Chelsea's history, this World Club tournament, this trophy that's eluded us. And, he played Kai Havertz. Now, that just tells me, as a fan, and I'm not being a Chelsea fanboy here because I care about my football club more, and my whole team. Okay, but what that tells me, and Kai Havertz is one of my favourite players. I'm not going to sit here and lie, because he's one of my favourite players at the football club. That's why I want to see him do so well. Okay, when I saw him play in his final, when you see the 2 games that he's actually played in, this is an important final. He played him in a final, mate. He played him in a final, which tells you his importance to this team and to Thomas Tuchel. So, hats off to Thomas Tuchel in that. And all the other fans out there that were doubting Kai Havertz, well, I hope you guys now can take a look at what a great talent this kid is. Because once again, he's done the minerals. He stepped up and got the minerals, to step up and get us another winning goal. And if what I liked about this penalty kick as well today, if you noticed, Ty, as well, Azpilicueta, this is what you call pure captaincy, right? It's one of the reasons why I hope he can stick around. He picked up the ball with all the crap that was going on all around. He took the pressure off Kai Havertz, and then he put the ball on the spot for him to say, don't have no pressure, just go and do it. And he did exactly that. And not many people will be saying that, because people are already to say, he was shouting and screaming to the referee, saying he wants the penalty kick. But Aspi was in his right to do that because he was the one that kicked the ball. It hit that guy's hand, the defender's hand, and it was a pure penalty for me. There was no ifs or buts about it. That was a penalty kick, and the pressure he took off Havertz, quiet everybody down, put the ball on the spot, and he went and done his business. What does that tell you about? What does that tell you about team spirit, bro? In the team, it tells you everything you want to know, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously there have been aspects where Aspi hasn't really shown his leadership skill as a captain, but at the same time, he has had his few moments where, for example, today where he showed that leadership. He stepped up. And like you said, took off the pressure and reduced the pressure on Kai Havertz. And I mean, a lot of people do have the wrong impression. You can be a captain, but you don't have to be that vocal. But at the same time, it does really help when you're vocal, because then it gives them the momentum. And I mean, he has proven it this season in particular, because we can remember that he had a meeting with the team, trying to motivate them and things like that. So he has tried to live up to it. And I mean, speaking about Aspi, he's now won everything at Chelsea, literally everything. He's won the Europa League, the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, or the Carabao Cup, or the Carling Cup, whichever one you want to call it.
Yep. The most decorated player in the team. Yeah.
So he's basically been a success story, and I mean, he's been on the club for nearly 10 years. So it's been a really great nearly 10 years for Aspi. I mean, I did make a video saying that he will be leaving should he win the Club World Cup. I mean, I wouldn't be against keeping him, but if it's a case, I like I said in that video, it's not like I want him out. I just think that him winning everything at the club, he's already done everything. I think he may leave. I would be happy if I'm wrong, because he's a personality that I think Chelsea need, even if it's as a coaching type of in a coaching role, because he's done a lot of things. He's one of those underrated players for me in the Premier League and in Chelsea Football Club, because I think there's a lot of fans that really don't understand his role still, even though he's been at the club for so long. They don't understand what he offers, what he brings. And if there's something I respect about Aspi, most of his games you can expect a 7 out of 10 performance from him, because he has that level of consistency. He's one of those players from the era that will sadly end when players like him and Thiago Silva leave. They really make mistakes, and if they make mistakes, obviously it's due to fatigue, or maybe they're being exhausted. So obviously they're players that you really can't find when those set of players do retire. For example, like a Ramos or a Silva, Aspi, players along those lines. You never find players that will offer you what those players offer. And it's sad, because I think this generation of talents, they only care about winning things and being the most expensive or the most earning players at their club. So it's pretty unfortunate that that's the case. But I mean, you do have a few personalities that try to implement what those type of players represent. For example, like a Chalobah, a Christensen in a sense, a Sarr, players like that. They do try to learn from the quote unquote best and try to to try to implement and to add that to the game because it's something good. And I mean, Thiago Silva, he showed today, and I mean, he won what? I think he won 3 trophies today, and it's special because I mean, I'm never going to get it. And I think a lot of fans have said this. I'm never going to get over the fact that we got him.
Oh mate,
on a
what
free,
a signing!
in a sense, minus the wages and everything. We got him on a free.
What a signing! What a signing!
Yeah, it's probably the best signing of that window with close
spot
with the
on.
Mendy.
Spot on, bro. And can I also just say another thing? People got to also realise. I know there's a lot of John Terry fanboys out there, and obviously I'm one of them as well. Obviously, being he was put down as Chelsea's only successful captain. But not anymore, he's not, because Aspie's actually overtaken him and won everything at Chelsea Football Club. I think he's the only football player that can actually say he's won everything at Chelsea Football Club as a player and as a captain. Now, Thiago Silva is another one who's won literally everything in the world, including the World Cup. He's literally won everything as well. Another player that's done it. So you know what, mate? You know we have got some serial winners in our football team, mate. Serial winners, and that I think will help the football club along the line, especially now at the remaining of this season that is left. You've got Thiago Silva, who's going to be at Chelsea for another season next season. Aspie, we don't know what's going to happen. He could possibly say, you know what, I've won everything with Chelsea. I've become a true legend at that football club. Maybe it's the time for me to maybe go back to Spain, play the rest of my footballing days in Barcelona. And listen, if he was to do that, I don't think there's going to be any complaints from any Chelsea fans out there if he was to leave on a good swan song, as they say, because he's literally done it. He's done it in his career at Chelsea. He's won everything. And, you know, as I keep saying, one of the most decorated players at the football club to have done it in a short space of time. He joined the football club when Eden Hazard joined that football club in 2012. And, you know, what he's gone and done and achieved in that time, he's literally won everything. And for me in itself, I can, you know, I'm more proud of it. I can't be so much more happier for a player like that, to be honest with you. But anyway, listen, Ty, bro, how long are you going to be streaming for, mate? Just out of curiosity. I'm
about to wrap up in the next probably 5 minutes because I can't really do this for too long. But
okay, bro.
I mean,
yeah. It's only because my missus is giving me the eyes here. We're gonna go out shopping. Bro. We're gonna go out and do some stuff. My missus is giving me the eyes at the moment. So, listen, I thought I'd just jump on and say, you know, obviously, big up to Chelsea. Ty, obviously on your stream. Thanks for having me on, bro. It's been great. It's been a great day for us, you know, and hopefully we'll go on to the rest of the season, winning more stuff, mate. And no doubt, I will speak to you on Twitter. I'll speak to you probably in Green Turf's channel again. You know that you're going to be on there again. And if you're going to do more streams in the future on your channel, just DM me, bro. If I'm about, I'd love to jump on with you and we can talk Chelsea or anytime you like. So yeah. All right, bro.
Yeah. Right. So I would have once again.
Go on, bro.
Yeah. Once again, I want to thank Dee yourself for coming on and for taking the time to help me with this stream. It was a great discussion, in all fairness. I just quickly want to go on Twitter and just highlight these two players, the two goal scorers.
Excellent.
Goals. I mean, look at the, even though I know a lot of fans there's a division in the fan base right now when it comes up to Lukaku, but he scored when it mattered. I mean, I know there's a lot of YouTubers who are saying that he needs to score, and everything will be forgiven, or he needs to score it when it matters, so that he can earn, even if it's a little bit of the fan base's trust again. I don't know if it'll be like that for a lot of them, because I think that some of them have basically cut the cord with him. They've cut all ties with him. They want him to be sold at the season. But I personally don't share that view. I don't share that standpoint, because I think that he made a decision that really divided the team, in particular the fan base. yeah, it wasn't really the best moment as well, but it's the media, and that's what the media does sometimes. They when things go wrong, that's the time that they choose to disclose the things that can cause the fan base to really enter into deeper turmoil or to get really upset and angry, and so they could get their attention. But I mean, he scored when it mattered, even though fans really want him to leave. I don't really agree with that, but I think he's done enough right in the last two games for me to at least put it aside. For obviously you can't forget it because it's something that's going to be lingering all over the internet. People, the media will always bring it up if he doesn't score goals and things like that. And obviously there was some thing yesterday about him putting up something on his Snapchat. Obviously, I think it was revealed that it was his girlfriend or something like that. I don't remember what it is. About something about if it doesn't fit, then maybe it doesn't work. Just paraphrasing, and something about the final something about puzzle. But I mean, I didn't see anything happen. He started the game, so there was some happiness there. And whether or not he's happy right here or not, he's smiling, and I think that's enough. And Havertz, the match winner again. But I mean, the two goal scorers, and I'm happy for both of them. I'm happy for Kai Havertz in particular because he's had a horrible 2 seasons because he had COVID twice. Obviously, some people will say that he was playing out of position and he wasn't really given the opportunity to really show that he's important. But yeah, so I just wanted to quickly just go on Twitter to just highlight these two players because they were important. Obviously, Lukaku wasn't really lightning both in terms of his performance, but he did quite well, and he scored a goal when it mattered, and so did Havertz. So I think I'm going to leave it here. Thanks to everyone who will watch this. Thanks to those who stopped by. Obviously, I know a few people decided to watch the stream without commenting. Some have messaged me privately to explain to me that they can't really comment because of certain situations. They're not logged in, things like that. But thanks to those who will be watching this after it's done rendering at the end of the stream. Thanks to you guys. And I mean, for all Chelsea fans, we can all be happy. We can all celebrate because we have done it. We have won all trophies at club level, and it's very special. And I mean, I know Chelsea fans all around the world will be celebrating like crazy because Chelsea have finally gotten the trophy that they hadn't won for the last. They haven't won it, and the last time they had the opportunity to was 9 years ago. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Have a good one. Blues the color. Football is a game. Carefree Chelsea. Let's go. And I hope to see you guys soon. Peace. Have a good one. Cheers.